I mean, as a team, we're working hard to go out and defeat them this week.
How much of a challenge is this for you linebackers? I heard him kind of talk about the linebackers not having a whole lot of depth this year, facing a team that has two backs averaging like 150 a game. How much of a is this a defining moment for this group right here, this game right here, in terms of defining what this unit is?
Uh, First of all, staying healthy is a big part. Like I said, we got to stay in the training room a lot this week, and just be focused on when we go out there. And I mean, at the end of the game, it'll tell it itself.
Do you feel like you know what to expect from them, despite having new coaches in there? Is this going to be similar to what it was the past few years?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, big powerhouse team, a lot of three tight ends, two tight ends, two back type of deal. So we know what to expect.
First, a lot of people are looking at this linebacker core as this being y'all's first real test, and Coach Myers talked about the lack of depth in that room and stuff. Just what are you guys talking about amongst yourselves about this kind of challenge this week, going against two bags that had over 140 yards last week, et cetera? Will this be sort of a defining moment for you guys?
Yes, like I told everybody this week, me and Ryan's been talking a lot, and it said we have to take our games to a different level. Anybody that gets in that game has to maximize their talent and just go out and play. I mean, because we're in the Big Tens now, and nothing's guaranteed, nothing's promised.
Does a linebacker, do y'all miss these kind of games? This has been a lot of nickel and dime and sometimes penny defenses out there and stuff. Do y'all miss these kind of games where you go against 2-2,
I know I do because I like to hit people. So,
yeah.
When you're out in that spread, a lot of times you don't get to run into a lot of people. You're
Right.
out more in space. So, these are games that I like. I mean, as a team, we're going to get together and, just keep working so we can defeat them.
Curtis, when you're getting ready for a game like this, kind of building off that question, how do you change mentally getting ready for the game during the week? What's different about you? Are you a different guy getting ready to play a team that is going to try to come right at you and take you on? How does it change preparation? How does it change the way mentally you're thinking about the game?
Well, first of all, after you come off a win, and, next week's is the Big Ten, your whole mindset just changed. Especially me, it's like you wanna get in there and do extra of everything, anything you can do to prepare, so you don't lose.
Curtis, what do you remember about last year's game with these guys?
I know we were up, and then we let them score, and then they got a little momentum, and then we went into overtime, and then the defense made a big play, and then Carlos got in and scored. And I know we got a W.
You kind of remember just as a close call that, I don't know whether you escape's the right word, but you stayed perfect.
Well, I wouldn't say escape, but we got the win, and that's all that kind of matters.
You've already watched video on these guys a little bit, I would think, right?
Yeah, we watched a lot yesterday, and we're gonna watch a lot today. So
When Melvin Gordon and White, what's the difference in them? What do you see that's different about the two?
Obviously, the size.
Yeah.
One is bigger than the other. One is faster. One's more of a power back. One's more as a speedster. So you got to control your gaps and make tackles.
Do you literally flip a switch in your brain when you see one in there instead of the other? I mean, you talk about how you prepare, from play to play facing those guys.
I mean, that's just kind of like you have Jordan Hall and Carlos Hyde. One's more power, one's more shifty. So that's what I kind of compare it to.
What's it like playing in the shoe at night?
Words can't even explain what it's like playing in the shoe at night. The fans are crazy, and that's the main thing. The fans are crazy, and they give us a lot of energy, as we call it, the juice. So, that feeds through everybody, and at the end of the day, it helps us play.
You ever wonder why y'all don't play every game at night? I mean, based on what you just said.
Basically, me, I like playing under the lights. It reminds me of high school. So, it was never a game during the day. So, like, the lights is just something that means a lot to me.
Curtis, you guys aren't naive, too. I mean, from this standpoint, y'all have played four opponents a lot of people haven't got a lot of respect for. This is a game where everybody's going to be watching. Are y'all aware of that also, that poll voters, et cetera, are going to put a lot on this game?
I mean,
you understand what I'm saying? I mean,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
a lot of people
determine how good you guys are.
Right, but that's for them to determine. All we can do is play.
Yeah.
And like Coach says, at the end of the year, people are gonna form their own opinions about us. As long as we stick together and play together as a team, we have nothing to worry about.
We want to ask one of the linebackers this all for 4 weeks now. It seems like this position group has sort of been questioned by Ernie in terms of depth, and almost like the question mark of the defense. Is that something that you guys take personally, each week to go out there and sort of like almost prove your worth, especially at a place that's kind of known for turnaround linebackers?
Right. I mean, like I said, every week, it's always a challenge, and that's great for us because you never want to stop working when you have, especially when the head man calls you out. So that just keeps us determined to keep fighting for what we want. So
Curtis,
all we can do is play.
if this determines your whole season, which it's a big game, obviously, playing another ranked team, and it's prime time, the whole thing. Do you feel that you've gotten enough out of the 4 opponents you've played to prepare you for this game?
Oh yes, because we got varieties of offense, different offenses. So, like we play San Diego State, they kind of have a little similarity to Wisconsin, except for the tight ends of usage. But other than that, we have seen a variety of offenses, and we know what we have to do to prepare for these guys.
Does Wisconsin still mean the same thing when you hear that name now that they're under a new coach as it did last year under Bielema? I mean, do you still see the same offense, pretty much?
Pretty much. I mean, the first thing you think of Wisconsin's a powerhouse team.
Yeah.
I mean, big linemen, and they're going to pound the ball. They run the ball at least 40, 50 times a game. So you got to prepare for that.
And that hasn't changed from
No.
what you've seen on video.
No, I hadn't said.
The running game obviously makes him go. What Stave, their quarterback, what do you see in him, and what problems can he possibly pose?
If he gets time back there, he'll make a play. So, us as a defense, we're going to have to get some pressure on him and, stop the run.
Curtis, you said you've spoken with Ryan a lot. I'm just wondering about Josh or whoever's at strong. This would seem like kind of a vital week for that guy as
Right.
well, especially since you have to account for the tight end and all that. Just talk
Right.
about that.
Man, like I said, me and Ryan talk a lot, but just because we're best friends. But
Right.
also, Josh. I mean, me and Josh I talked to him yesterday. I told him, I said, this week, all of us gonna have to step up. So whatever you need to do, you got to do it because we want to come out with a W.